Welcome back, parents, teachers, caretakers, and grandparents. I'm adding grandparents. I keep adding grandparents because some of you, your children are not there at home. They have gone for offices to work, and you're the one who taking care of their children, right? And you're the one who's mentoring them. Sometimes there is this war that begins to happen with grandparents inside the house, and the grandparents keep a track of all the wrong things that has happened. So evening, when the mother comes in or when the father comes in, then immediately you tell them, saying, what she did today, at this time she did this, at this time she did this, at this time she made a phone call, at this time to this time she was on the phone call, all of that. As grandparents, you want to connect with your grandchildren. All the grandparents love their grandchildren, right? Yeah. I would always see this. For a grandparent, the biggest hero in their life is their grandson, their granddaughter. Yeah, they always would so much admire their grandchildren. So connect with your grandchildren. It's very important that you connect with your grandchildren. Why? In this mentoring journey of relationships and all of that, as a gray head grandfather, grandmother, you will be able to share a lot of wisdom. Not starting that 1947 story, the same story, saying it again and again. Maybe sometimes process and get some new stories, get some new angles to different stories, where you're able to share. Don't shy away. Spend time sharing. Spend time listening to your granddaughter. Spend time listening to your grandson. That's the beautiful place of mentoring. That's a beautiful place of relationships. So we talked about, love relationship. We started that, that whole topic this February, right? And as we beginning to do all of that, you have to come to a place to ask yourself this question, that you're not, as a grandfather, as a grandmother, you're not in that place for no reason. No, you are in that place to show love and to mentor. And sometimes, I know, as a grandmother, as a grandfather, sometimes you may have to say the truth, and say the truth in love. It's a very important part of that discipleship. It's a very important part of that mentoring. And grandparents, you play a huge role. And even if some children, you're listening and your parents are there in the house, maybe make them watch some of these videos. They are a key thing. You are so busy. You have deadlines. You're coming back at 9 o'clock in the night. And some of you are leaving early morning at 6 o'clock, and some of you are traveling, and you have not spent so much time with your son, with your daughter. And your grandparents are sitting there, and your parents are sitting there as grandparents with your children, with your teenagers. So spend some time mentoring them. Spend time empowering them. Spend time, just telling them, saying, you don't have to all the time find mistakes. No. So connect with them, and see how things can happen, how things can work it out. It's a beautiful journey, and please understand, grandparents, grandfather, grandmother, please understand, it's a beautiful, awesome position that you have as a grandparent. Don't miss it out. I know of children who are so connected to grandparents, especially during COVID. There were a lot of elderly people who had fell down because of COVID, and losses were very heavy for some of the teenagers. I still remember recently me counseling one of the teenagers. She just said, I was so close to my grandfather, so close to him, and why he's not there anymore. It's very difficult. Yeah. Now, grandparents, it's very important for you to connect. Don't miss out your position. It's a beautiful position that God has put you in. Don't miss out that position. Thank you so much for coming back again and again and watching this. Have an amazing journey with your children.